Alright, we're back again for another video. I'm Gooch Yamaguchi from Lake Michigan Hills Golf Club in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Okay, what I'm going to talk to you today about is the left arm a little bit more. I've talked a lot about what the right hand does and the right arm and the function of the right arm in the golf swing. So I don't want you to think that all I want you to do is focus on a right-handed golf swing. In any athletic motion, we use our right or left side. And Jack Nicklaus always said he didn't focus on right or left-handed. Sometimes he'd work left, sometimes he'd work right. So let's get working on our left. I'm going to do a simple drill with you. We're going to go back just like we talked about in the last video. I want you just to hold your left hand up, and I want you to just go ahead and let go and let it fall down to the ground. Now, as I do this, I want you to watch. I'm going ahead, and remember, the left arm can go up and can go down, and I'm going to explain something to you here. The wrist can rotate. So this is all the left arm or hand can do, is rotate. So what I want you to feel is that you're just letting it fall to the ground. See how my thumb's pointing towards where my target would be? And that's how the left arm works in the golf swing. And give you a little bit of an analysis of this. Tom Bertrand, who wrote a book about Ben Hogan, talked about one of the keys that Ben Hogan had was it was pointing his left elbow to his hip as he was coming down in the golf swing. Now, why is this so important? One of the factors that we talked about when I did the punch drill is that toe has to rotate around the shaft. And if you even notice, watch what my left wrist is doing. It's rotating. And so now that elbow's pointing towards my hip. And that's what happens when I do the punch drill. This hand is turning over, and I focus on the right because the right is what's actually straightening out the left arm. So now, let's do that one more time. I'm just going to get it here and let it fall. Remember I talked about all the arm can do is fall. And that left arm is going to rotate, thumb's going to point towards the target. Our friend AJ Bonar, one of the things about AJ's big thing is getting that toe pointed towards the target. Now, I'll give you another drill we can work on, and we'll do it without the club. But I haven't talked much about pivot at all. And the pivot is where all your power comes from. People say it comes from the legs, it comes from the core. It comes from a combination of everything in your golf swing. But if you think about a three-point shooter, I use this analogy a lot. If they've got bad legs in the fourth quarter, they can't shoot. They've got no power in their legs to generate their jump shot. So I'm going to do this first without a club. And all I'm going to do is just pick my left arm up with my right hand. Now I'm going to let go and let it fall. Elbows pointing towards the hip. And let's see how that looks in the golf swing with the club. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to let the left elbow, I'm just going to focus on letting that left elbow point towards my hip, and I'm going to let the club keep going. And that's how it works in the golf swing. If you want to really see who does this better than anybody else, Lorena Ochoa is probably my favorite to watch doing it. I'm about 5'5", and Lorena Ochoa is 5'7", 135 pounds. And so what Lorena does is she generates a lot of power. She's probably the longest woman on tour. So let's sum this up. Is when she swings, she holds her back to the target real well, and you can really see how her left elbow gets pointed down towards her left hip. So she swings it down, she holds her back to the target, gets a lot of power in her golf swing. And that's what Lorena Ochoa does. I'm Wayne Yamaguchi, Lake Michigan Hills Golf Club. If you want to see some more videos, it's originalgoochgolfblog.blogspot.com. And we'll see you next time.